I'm Anastasia, and this is something that helped me. I know every story is different, but I hope that in this you can find something to help you as well. Best of luck.
This one is super short. I want to read to you from my journal again. On the 21st, so that was like 3 days after brain surgery, Benjamin says, I had brain surgery 2 days ago, and my memory is still better than yours. So he's feeling a bit sassy. Bob and I about fell over laughing. Oh, isn't that great? That's one of my there are not a ton, but that's one of my funnest memories from the hospital stay was that moment, because he had woken up paralyzed, unable to speak, and he couldn't really open his eyes, but I think that was just because he was weak. So the fact that 2 days later, these had been the most excruciating and terrible 2 days that I had ever experienced and that he had ever experienced, as he little by little regained abilities. So for him to look at me and say, I had brain surgery 2 days ago and my memory is still better than yours, it was just so wonderful. We really did about fall over laughing, because it was just so wonderful. We had been so afraid about how he would come back, and this was exactly like what he would have said 6 months ago before all of this sleepiness started, you know. So anyway, in the hospital, we had been so stressed out. There was such a dark and foreboding feeling hanging in the air. There were only a few things that happened that really were hilarious. And the truth is, they may not have even seemed that funny if it happened back a year ago in normal life, but in the dire circumstances with all of our emotions at the very brink, they seemed so out of place that they were absolutely hilarious. And during that time, laughter was the most amazing feeling. So I wonder, when is the last time that you laughed so hard that you fell over? This would be really fun if you're willing to share it in the comments, if it's clean and appropriate. When is the last time that you just laughed so hard you fell over? I'd love to hear it. If it's not clean and appropriate, maybe the comments aren't a good place for it. But whatever is the story, I would encourage you to take a minute in your journal and write this out, capture this memory, so that someday in the future you can reread it and relive it. And also, thinking back over your life, what is your absolutely funniest memory? I would sure love to hear it here. I know I often could just use a laugh, and so I would love to hear your absolutely funniest memory. Thank you.
It used to really bother me. Every single person would say, I don't know how you do it. And for me, I realized the answer is 1 day at a time, sometimes 1 minute at a time. People would say, I could never do that. Yes, you could, and you will. The journey is long and bumpy, but keep taking those tiny steps, and you can do this. I promise. Whatever is standing in front of you today, you can get through it.